enough light in this video. I want to speak on this video is the Amy Joyner Francis. It is beyond a dilemma, but the mass that happened of it, because she's deceased. This is something that these girls were involved in that's going to affect the rest of their lives. If they even, that was so extreme. From what I've gotten an impression, and just the brief slide research I've did, I'm under the impression that this here has been going on from those girls. For those girls to be bold enough to record it and no one intervened and said, well, no, you don't need to be fighting. That's not like y'all. I haven't seen the actual fight videos, but nobody has written a statement or said that was in the videos. What I hope for them is that they definitely get juvenile life of, even if they decide on community service, juvenile life of picking up trash on side the road. That should be their assignment, and it should be 5 days a week, boot camp on the weekend at the minimum. At the minimum. I'm just saying. I saw the school, and I don't know if these people that came from other districts or other schools in that district, that school is overcrowded, for what I've seen. And it looks like a very brand new school. I could not even believe they had that many people in the city of Delaware, black people especially, to have to go to that high school. I really was just thinking Delaware just wouldn't even have that, that would be like what I seen in that city. I'm sure there's other cities, besides Wilmington. But I just was like, I would think that would be like the total, what I seen in that video. I just would be thinking that's what's in the whole state of Delaware. So my impression is really kind of in a pause of, okay, thinking Delaware should have the most peaceful blacks, because it's not so many of you all. You all should be working extra harder to get along. This is ridiculous. And then they have someone claiming to be her sister, people claiming to be family members that's setting up accounts. If you ain't got no Walgreens test, or you ain't got no real proof of an exact grandmother or somebody that's really your grandfather, that some kind of way is notarized on some piece of paper, report card or something like that, don't be like, come on now. It ain't that serious. You can't be that desperate broke that you got to use a tragedy like this here to be getting there scamming, no, just don't do it. Just stop it. Who is interviewing their parents? Are these children in foster care? Not a parent. No one has said anything. I mean, the fact that this girl have access to social media, I don't think she even going to the library. I think this is somewhere that she regularly is. And she's posting these comments, and her and her friends are replying, and the stuff they're saying. Are you saying that, you like, gosh, are you going for the mental ward? For the stuff that you posted? Because this is the thing. Well, I'm going to go back and I'm going to ribbon it back to back something. A lot of people, let me use that word, some people, I'm going to balance it out and say some people like children to be immature, or let me see how I want to say this, immature, horse playing, bullying, and they think it's cool, that's going to make somebody tough. Why don't you go bully a book? That same energy that you use to fight that girl, you wouldn't even get there and use that on a police officer that was coming to attack you. You wouldn't even get there and probably did what, had to do what Trayvon had to do to George Zimmerman. I don't respect people like that at all. You just no, that's just over the limit. You should let that been a one-on-one altercation. But the next thing I have to say is that I hope that school gets sued to cover her family for 4 generations. Because I'm not going to that brand new school. I don't know where the bathrooms was located. The bathrooms were in the basement or what. But you want me to believe there was no teacher, no janitor, the principal. They have a lot of principals. They sit up in the office. They go have their little meetings. They drink coffee, eat donuts. They don't, as a principal, you need to be doing physical labor work. You need to be working hard / harder than Joe Clark was. And that school looks overcrowded, so that needs to be addressed. I just came across an article, and it seems that bullying is supposed to be cultural in that district where Amy Joyner Francis was killed. I will come back and do another video up on it as this case update. I read in different articles of what's going on with the case. Something says there's no charges filed, and there's another news article saying that 3 has been detained and charges have been filed on them. But I will do a follow-up hopefully within the next week and a half. I really was hoping to take a break, with me having offline obligation, but this is something that, as one of my dear friends was saying, that they were saying that didn't rest with them, and it doesn't smooth. I ain't gonna even say smooth. No way it can smooth regardless. It's not something. It's one of those topics I have to definitely cover ASAP. Hashtag BLK Youth Radio. Hashtag STATEBP. State of being present. The state of Black people. This was an incident between our people, and we have to unite. I mean, I'm right now, I can't even fully say of what I think of. Like, I really have more that I will come back with. I'm just saying professionally what can be put out of my feelings of this matter at this time. I'm just shocked to have that many people. So I'm just like trying to wonder, is this a big migration from Philadelphia? Is this a big migration from Virginia? Is this a part migration of the DMV, Virginia, and Philadelphia area? I'm just shocked. That school looks overcrowded. There's a post. I'm going to do another video about that, about the same school district. They feel that incidents aren't bullying, and so you know what, preparation meet opportunity. So they prepare for this incident to happen. I hope the school gets sued, like I said. I hope the principals, they get their wages garnished and stuff like that. I just don't want to believe that no teacher, no principal, no educational tech, they need, you know what, ed techs needs to be on these buses, because the school bathrooms are not the only dangerous places. The buses are bad too. There are incidents where children have been raped on buses. They're being left on buses. You got the money. The government asks you every year, every quarter, every census. And that's the reason when you fill it out, you're supposed to put extra money up in there. And just in case, you may have a Hurricane Katrina influx coming there. Some kind of emergency, you need to up those numbers from what statistically you have, because you don't know what could happen. So it's no excuse some parent that has the time to work between the hours. Let's say, all these, that there are people that are qualified, some retired person that can use an extra supplement check, even if you just have them work 2 or 3 days out of the week. And so it's 2 teachers, 2 bus aides on a bus. I'm definitely pushing for that. So know that hashtag Black Parents Live, hashtag State BP, hashtag BP Now. I'm mainly going, State of Black Parent, mainly going to deal with that. Another stuff I'm going to put on another video, but I definitely want to focus on this Amy Joyner. The teachers and principals, they need to be more aware. I'm sure a teacher classroom was by there. Something happened. I don't want to believe that a fight, because it seemed like this fight was going on for a while. And it seemed like these children are the ones, when they bully, the adults and everybody move. Or they duck low because they don't want to catch their wrath. This here has to be stopped. And the fact that this family hasn't been interviewed, well, maybe they need some out of towners to come get there and give them a little knock and interview them, okay? There was someone video that was talking about perpetuating violence. Anybody gonna be thinking about that when it happened to your loved one, especially when it was innocent? She was making honor roll. And whoever this dude is, I saw the little little post from his Instagram. Whoever he is, he better be at that funeral. Matter of fact, he needs to be something. Hell, he needs to be the main person giving that, aiding to a funeral, and you need to be the main one involved with this court case, making sure that justice is brought for Amy. Now, what they decide because they're 15 and 16 years old, I already gave the minimum what they should do, the minimum. Because it seems as though this is a culture in the Delaware from what I've been reading and things that have been going on. And so, if this district is allowing this here, now I've seen more people. It took a death of Amy, and I just really want to believe. I know other incidents, and I've seen the video of other events there in the Delaware area, and it don't be as packed as that town hall was for Amy dying. So why don't we get there as a culture and go to PTA? Or to city town meetings? It should be more packed than what it is. It makes no sense. All those people that's up in that school, at least 65, no less than 65% of those parents need to be at school at the PTA. Unless you paralyzed, you should be there. I'm a parent that's in health condition. I still get this stuff. Whether I can stay there or not, my child won't behave. Or, I still am available and come attend to some or a lot of the meetings. When you go to several meetings and you're like, okay, why aren't the numbers picking up? Why you don't have an aunt? Somebody at home, somebody that don't have children should be there collecting notes. But no, really, you had that child, you need to get the PTA. Now, if you're working 2 or 3 jobs, I understand that. But why don't you get there and help pay another parent some gas money to make sure your child attending the PTA and taking action on it? I was at a PTA meeting. This girl been active in the social events since the age of, I don't know, since the age of, I'm going to say since I've been observing her. I'm going to say she was approximately 11. I'm going to say that. She is on the school board team, okay? She's approximately 16 years old now. Approximately 16 years old. And she's active on the school board team. We got to do better. Shouldn't be a matter like this here where everybody want to haul. I saw people there with their children and everything. But you get there any other time when things are going good or neutral, and you cannot get people to come to barely one meeting until something happens. Preparation meet opportunity, TTYL. Do go to the site blacklove.strikeland.com.